being American, having been raised in France, there's one thing that the United States has over France in what I call crazy, simple craziness, is that we have the right to bear arms. And I think in a lot of states, and I think that that is something that heightens the racial struggle. The systemic racism is pretty much the same in both countries and pretty much the same all over the world. I mean, it's just a thing that humans have unfortunately developed, the fear of others, and also blaming people of certain colors of skin for everybody else's problems. But what's going on, the ways to fight it and the ways that people are going to have to go about it in both countries is different. But I have no idea, Rokaya. Everybody else knows much more about how we can make the change and if the change is really possible. What kills me in France and what has always killed me being a Black American in France is the idea that a lot of people tell me race doesn't exist. Everybody groups under the liberté, égalité, fraternité. And I've always really found that quite scary, to not see differences and accept that differences are what bring us harmony.
So if I understand you correctly, China, you embrace multiculturalism.
Yes.
But at the
It's
same
necessary.
time, you embrace multiculturalism, but at the same time, you don't have. Yes, there's perhaps systemic racism. Yes, there's a long legacy that goes back to the days of colonialism and slavery in France, but we didn't have institutionalized segregation the way there was in the United States.
No, but let's just say that the weight of hundreds of years of slavery and then colonization can be felt the same for a lot of people. And I grew up in the suburbs. I grew up in the working class neighborhoods with a lot of people from a lot of different origins and from a lot of different countries. And their frustration, the frustration that I heard echoed the same frustration that I hear from my family in Atlanta, that I hear from my family in Flint, in Los Angeles, in New York. It's echoed because no matter what the form of oppression is, it's still oppression. And my mother was 18 when segregation ended legally in the United States. She's having flashbacks. I have friends from South Africa. They're having flashbacks. And it doesn't matter when it happened. It happened. And that's written in us.